April 1, 2023. We're here in Osmeña Park for the celebration of Charter Day 92nd. You can see the venue of Osmeña Park. Headed by Punong Barangay Kiliano Tabio, then our first councilor Nadina Lopez, and third councilor Sagani Lopez, then Calvin Haba, and Saturnino Labi, Jose Marino City, and Edwin Mirablor. Greg. Picture video niya. Ano? Ito sa ilang para. Marlon Silva. Kumusta man ka? Dito nugas, nugas Korea no. Biliban ako na yun.
Bulan na rito, seasonal kon ba?
Ano? Ya. Wana rinyo. Di na kang balik.
Kita na pulayin ko eh. Ano, gikon ro sponsoran ko tong suon sa kumpon ba? Sawa.
Bala na ako nung katong seminar sa Cebu ba. Kon kabalan ako si gusto niyo ang
Niri?
Niri. Ate kay vlog ana. Sa mo gagano. Ay, ikaw ko rin ganun. Bote kita ko daging ka wala. Baka kita ani. Dapat katong sa vlog na ako. At last, our muse, Milona Bukiran, and Prince Charming Agustin Singgit. Welcome to the group.
Good night, San Miguel Marisol, Altalay City, for a special session tonight. On the floor, San Miguel Marisol base is now. The Honorable Secretary of the Zone Member will venture into the shadow of Motherland Senior. Presiding officer of the Knights and Communion of the Zone, the Honorable City Vice Mayor, Lee Terrace Solomon.
60, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, expressly provides that on or before March 31 of each year, every local chief executive shall submit an annual report to the Sangguniang concerned on the socio-economic, political, and peace and order conditions and other matters concerning the local government unit, which shall cover the immediately preceding calendar year. Mr. Chair, the office of the City Mayor has already complied with such provision by submitting to the office of the Sangguniang Panglunsod of Tanay City yesterday, March 31, 2023, such report covering the year 2022. Well then, Mr. Chair, our gathering tonight for the state of the city address of the mayor is only a ceremonial submission on the account of Tanay City, of how Tanay City fared as an LGU under the first 9 months of Mayor Orlino's leadership. I therefore, Mr. Chair, I therefore move to suspend the rules to accommodate the Honorable Mayor Jose P. Orlino to render this report. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second, Mr. Chair. There is a motion to suspend the rules. Duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, rules are now suspended. Madam Secretary, please call the City Mayor.
Ya, paano? Wala pa.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we all rise as we welcome the recently awarded top 6 in the City Mayor's Performance Ratings in the entire Central Visayas. Our very own local chief executive, the Honorable Jose Torres Orlino, for his first State of the City address.
You may take your seats, please. We have here Honorable Woodrow Achille, Honorable Thirdy Bufay, Honorable Sigfred Wagas, State members of the Sangguniang Panglunsod, led by the Vice Mayor, Honorable Neil Salma, members of the Sangguniang Panglunsod, Councilor Dr. Ben Umanda, Councilor Regalado Salma, Councilor Luisano Catubig, Councilor Ninin Busmion, Councilor Daryl Abad, Councilor Juanito Condes, Councilor Rosilito Manso, Councilor Arnold Regalado, Councilor Junjun Mira, ABC President Rinalda Greco, SK President James Kenneth Aguilar, our City Administrator Attorney Pablito John Bilidian, our Assistant City Administrator Attorney Jay Herrero, our City Legal Officer Attorney Jan Diao, Monsignor Gabby Kulabi, heads of the various national agencies, PNP, BJP, DILG, Bureau of Fire Protection, Dead Family, the business sectors, all department heads and employees of the GUMNI, barangay captains, the 24 barangays, with the members of the barangay council, my beloved Tanayanos, all of us, a glorious evening to everyone. Every day, from the moment I step out of my residence on my way to the City Hall, I am confronted with different kinds of scenarios in the community that represent social issues that have to be addressed. I see habang-habang drivers in the waiting shed of bananas, waiting for passengers ready to pay 500 to 1,000 pesos just to be brought to their places in the hinterland barangay of Santo Niño, Barangay Paliw, and Barangay Bahian. We cannot blame these drivers who ask for exorbitant fare, considering that they have to traverse very difficult terrain. I see parents bringing their children to the City Hall Unit 2 in the next corner in order to avail of free medical services as well as medicines for vaccines. A few meters away, there is the housing settlement of the typhoon victims who were displaced and thankfully were beneficiaries of this program. I know that there are still many families out there living in very hazardous places in the city that have to be addressed. And after reaching the outskirts of the city, I see the unfinished hospital building that has to be completed this soonest, so that medical needs of all Tanayanos can be given immediate and appropriate attention. Along the road, I see young Tanayan children walking on their way to school. The education, the hope and good future of our country has to be prioritized to ensure that this beloved city will be in good hands. As I was nearing the City Hall, I see the presence of many job order workers performing their expected tasks along the roads and in the different sections of the City Hall. These people have only one desire in their hearts, and that is means livelihood to support their families. Upon entering the homes of the seat of local governance, I encountered many Tanayanos who seek for equal access to various Panurbisyo Pinanay. This administration has simple but clear purpose. Service at its best, coupled with integrity, honesty, commitment, dedication, and unceasing passion. This shall be the primordial concern of our leadership. This is the governance report of 2022, accomplishments and ways forward. At the end of this report, I shall also be sharing to all of you the strategic direction that this administration will undertake. For resource allocation and utilization, the city has optimally utilized a portion of its era for development projects. The City Development Council has approved and adopted 14 resolutions amounting to a total of 165,372,322 pesos and 50 centavos. This budget has the following allocations. In the provision of accelerated infrastructure, goods, services delivered to the people.
Irrigation system with an additional allocation of 10 million pesos. Rehabilitation of the
Number 3, continue to work out of fund allocation from farm to market roads. Number 4, establish gasoline station for all medical drivers which will be provided to all of them. Be distributed every year. Number 5, provide free medicines for all indigents. Number 6, work hard and attain moral recovery of the city. 7, put our effort to accomplish all that we plan for the city's economic development. This administration has also submitted to NECA 7 a list of proposed projects amounting to 1,285,000,000 pesos. Hopefully, this will be allocated in the 2022 budget for 2023. Proposed project concrete road and drainage canal at Barangay Santo Niño, Tanay City. Amount allocation is 100 million. Number 3, construction of concrete road and drainage canal at Sitio Lamas and Sitio Camuyugan, Barangay Santo Niño, with the amount of 15 million. Number 4, construction of flood control of Naxala River intersecting Tanay River with an amount of 1 billion. Number 5, construction of 2 arch bridges, Tanay City Boulevard, Barangay 4, Barangay 6, and Barangay 7, Tanay City with an amount of 100 billion. And last, number 6, development of integrated farming system in hinterland barangays of Tanay City with an amount of 20 billion pesos. Why? Yes to unity, yes to peace, yes to progress, yes to a better Tanay. That is our pledge. With all your help, we will make it. This is our Pinanay agenda. This is our roadmap. This is our commitment. Tonight, this administration stands before you all with all sincerity, humbly asking for your support. Panurbisyo Pinanay cannot be attained by the LGU God bless us all.
Standing for a moment, a top for a moment. So, yung moment yung... Pwede pa kape?
May I hear a motion to reinstate the rules?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Regalopoulos, the recognized.
Mr. Chair, I would like to reinstate the rules.
Minister,
I second, Your Honor.
there's a motion to reinstate the rules, duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried. Rules are reinstated.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Minister, proceed.
after witnessing and hearing the annual report of the Mayor, I therefore move to pass a resolution accepting and adopting the report of the Mayor. I further move that said report shall form part and integral to the minutes of tonight's special session. I so move.
Any second to the motion?
I second the motion, Your Honor.
Since there's a motion, duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Honorable Minister, please.
Thank you, Mr. I move to adjourn this special session, Mr. Chairman. I second.
The session is adjourned.
Ladies and gentlemen, the finality of